Hello YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to make this needle tatting snowflake. Christmas just around the corner, so I thought I will make a snowflake. Okay, so I use white 100% cotton thread, size 10, and I also use size 5 needle. And I made this a few weeks back, and I didn't have the chance to actually make the tutorial. So I have my notes right here. So hopefully I understand my notes. Okay, I'm just trying to thread my needle. And I'm gonna back up the, okay. We're gonna start with the center. Let me see if I can put it up here without my board falling off. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start with the center right here. And for that, you're gonna need maybe 12 inches of tail. So let me see, I'm trying to thread my needle and it's not being nice. Okay, just pull it out. Okay, so about 12 inches. I think that's a good size for that. So we're gonna start with a ring. So we're gonna start with this ring right here. And it's gonna have 5 picos. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, and then picot with for a total of 5 picots. So 1 double stitch, 2, 3, and then a small picot, 3 double stitches, 2, 3, and then a small picot, 3 double stitches, another small picot, and 3 double stitches, small picot, 3 double stitches. So we have 4 picots so far. We need 5. This will be our last picot. 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is what we have right now. And I'm taking this down because I think it's taking away from you guys' view. Be slow so my board doesn't fall over. And okay, so we're gonna close a ring and reverse our work. Okay, so close your ring, reverse your work. Good. So this is what we have so far. Let me move the screen on my camera real quick. Sorry. That way I can see it better. There we go. Good. Okay. Now we're gonna do chains, and we're gonna join to our picots that we just did on our ring. Okay. So our center flower is gonna have petals, and those petals are made of chains. So we need 6 double stitches. Okay, so we need 6 double stitches. And then we're gonna do kind of like a small picot, but not very small. Just like that. And then we're gonna do a bigger one than that one. If it doesn't look bigger, just pull it. Or you can have them the same size. And then we're gonna do another picot, like the first one we just did. So then we have 3 picots. So now we need another 6 double stitches. So we have 1, we make 1 already right here. So we need 5 more. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more, 6. Okay, and my snowflake is getting tangled with my thread. Okay, I have beads on there for other projects, so don't worry about the beads, unless you want to put beads on it, but it seems like every time I do a tutorial with beads, it takes forever for me to do it, so. Okay, so now we're gonna just, let me fix my ring. Okay, my needle in front of my ring, my stitches facing to the left, and now I'm done with my chain, so I'm just gonna pull it through. I'm gonna reverse it and do a little knot. So it's my chain is secure. Just like that. And I'm gonna join to the picot next closest to my chain, which is this one right here. Okay. So we join to that. Pull it. Okay, so now we have our needle right there inside in our picot, and we have our work right next to the needle too, right? So now we're gonna do 6 double stitches. Sorry, my tail's on the way. Come over here, tail. Okay, and then we're gonna do the 3 picots. So we have 1 picot, and then we need one a little bit bigger than the first one. And if it's not bigger, just pull on that. And then another one, the same size as our first one, and 6 double stitches. So we have 1, we need 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 on this side and 6 on this side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my needle in front of my ring and pull my thread through my chain. It's a very easy flower. And I'm gonna reverse my work and make a little knot on the top. Okay. So now I'm gonna join to the next picot which is closer to my chain. Okay, we're gonna make a total of 6 petals. So join to the picot of our ring. Just like that. And 6 double stitches. Medium picot, a little bit bigger of a picot, medium picot, 6 double stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have my needle in front of my ring. Now I'm gonna push my needle through. Oops. Okay, reverse our work. And join to that picot. Six double stitches. Picot, bigger picot, one more picot, 6 double stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm done with that chain. Okay, gonna reverse our work. And join to our picot. Okay, so this is what we have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more petals. So 6 double stitches. Picot, another picot, another picot, and 6 double stitches. 1, 2. Okay. So we're gonna reverse our work. So all we do is flip our chain to look the other way, right? Just turn it over. And then there's your loop, your teardrop. Just make the little knot on top and join to the last picot. Okay? So we're making our last petal. 6 double stitches. Picot. Another picot. One more picot. And 6 double stitches. Okay. Okay, so this is our last petal, and I'm flipping my chain. And what you're gonna do is just go right next to the first chain. So just go in there. Anywhere in there closest to. Okay? Because we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut our thread. Okay? So make a little knot. I'm gonna make another one. Okay? Very tight. And we got our center. Now at this point you can weave in your ends. Oops, I should have weave in my other end that was already in that needle. But all you do is go in between the stitches. And I'm gonna do this just fast. Thread your needle. Uh-oh. And the reason I'm gonna do it right now is because later I don't want to confuse you having tails on my work. Just thread my needle real quick. Okay, so I thread my needle. Now I'm gonna pull it through those stitches. And some people like to go back and go back and then weave in back, but I'm just gonna do it real quick. Careful you don't cut any stitches. Okay, and I'm gonna do the next one, the other tail on my other side of my, if I can get my needle through. Okay, so I'm weaving it in, my needle, because my tail's too small, so I like to weave in my needle first. And then get it really short. And then put the thread through. So just pull it. And cut that. Okay, so we have our center. You want your center bigger, you can add more stitches. This one came out a little smaller than this one. Just a little. Maybe I did my stitches too tight. So now we're gonna work on the outside, the second row, which are these long chains that we're gonna do. Okay, so you're gonna need a lot of thread. So I don't know, I want to say maybe 3 feet. Wait, 3 feet? Okay, let's see. If it took about 12 inches for this middle one, right? So probably 12, 24, maybe 48 to 50 inches. I might have to add more, but it's okay. So I'm gonna leave a tail of about 50 inches. Okay, so So I'm gonna thread my needle and leave a long tail. Okay. Got beads in my thread, sorry. So I'm pulling. Okay. Let's see how it works with 50, about a 50 inch. And I don't have a ruler. I'm not really measuring it. Last time I tried measuring it with the ruler, I had so much left over. So, somebody asked me a question about is there a way to figure out? And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure there's a way, but I just I write it down. Like if a flower, takes this much thread, then I know next time I do a flower, I will just leave that much. So I don't know. If you know how, let me know. I would love, to figure out too. So okay, so what we're gonna do to join our next row is we're just gonna put our needle inside one of the middle loops of our flower petal. So let me look at my okay, yes. So we're gonna go inside here, and then you're gonna hold your ball thread right behind it, just like this. Okay, and we're gonna do 10 double stitches. So you want to slide that first half of your double stitch close to the needle and close to the picot that we joined to. Okay, so that's 1, 2, we need 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And notice how I'm holding this. I'm holding my flower closest to my stitches with this finger. So we're gonna do a small picot. If you want to add more picots, that's fine. You can add maybe 3 more like we did here. Just have fun, So we did 1 picot, we need 9 more. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. Okay. So this is what we have, right? And now I'm gonna pulling it so my tail gets a little shorter. Okay. So now we're gonna push our needle and keep pulling because it's a chain, so we don't have to hold the loop at the end. So just keep pulling. Okay. Keep pulling. Okay, good. There. So you see, now we are joined to our work. Okay. And we are not gonna reverse our work, so our stitches are looking to the right. Okay, my battery is flashing, saying I need to charge my battery, but we're gonna continue until it shuts down. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we're gonna do this first cluster of 5 rings, okay? And we're not going to reverse our work, okay, in any of the rings. I know sometimes it's kind of tricky when you don't reverse your work, and a lot of people been sending me messages say that it's a little confusing, but there's some patterns that you don't need to reverse your work. So our first ring is gonna have 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, 1, 2, 3, 1 more picot, and 3 double stitches. We need 1 more picot and 3 double stitches. Okay, so we have this so far. We have our flower hanging, we have our chain hanging, and we have our first ring. So let's close that ring. Okay. Don't let the loop go away. Okay. So go under. And notice how I'm holding my work with my other hand so we don't get any tangles and stuff. So just keep pulling it. And remember, we are not reversing our work, so what you have to do is hold your ring and make a little knot at the top. Okay? Just like that. Now for our next ring, we're gonna do first 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna join to this picot, and now we're gonna do 4 double stitches. Okay, and then we're gonna do another picot and 4 double stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're gonna do 1 more picot and 4 double stitches. 4, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have the first ring with 3 double stitches. And I wanted the second ring to be a little bigger, so even though we added 4 double stitches over here and only 3 here, is because we had 3 before. See, we had 3 double stitches in our first ring, and if we would have added 4 at the beginning, it would have kind of pulled it. because we'll have more double stitches over here. Okay, I don't know if that makes any sense, but let's close the ring. And we're not turning our work, so I'm holding my rings in my hand, just like that. I'm gonna go under the loop. Okay, and I'm pulling it, and I'm just gonna make a little knot. I'm still not moving my work. It's still on my left hand, and I'm just making that little knot, just like that. So now we have 2 rings joined together. Okay, so now we're gonna make the big ring, the one in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna need 4 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did 4 because we had 4 in our last ring. We want it to be like the same amount of double stitches, see? So we're joining to our picot of our last ring, just like that. And now we're gonna do 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. We have a picot, 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Another picot and 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. And now we're gonna have 3 picots together. So 1 picot, a little bigger picot, just what we did in our flower. Our picot, the same size as the first picot of our set of picots, just like that. And 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, just like that. So we need 2 picots, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches. Okay, and now we're gonna do, actually we're supposed to do 1 more picot because we need 1 more picot because our picot is right here. So we need 1 more in this side where we're gonna join our other rings. So 1 more picot and 4 double stitches. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, so let's close our ring. I'm still not turning my work. Okay, go under the loop. Okay, let me see what I did because I got my flower in there somehow. Okay, go back in there. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so I'm closing my ring. I'm not turning my work. Just like that. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Right? Okay. Now we need another ring. 4 double stitches. We're gonna join to the picot closest to our work. Four double stitches. Picot. 4 double stitches. Picot. And we need 3 double stitches for our last one. Okay. So 4, 4, picot, 4, picot, 3 double stitches. Okay, we're gonna close our ring. Still not turning our work. Go under the loop. Okay. Make a little knot to secure our work. Okay. Now we have 4 rings. Need one more for this cluster. So 3 double stitches. So we start in a new ring. Okay. Just put your needle right there next to the where we finish our last ring and do 3 double stitches. Now join to the closest picot. Now we need 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Okay. So this is what we have so far in our cluster. Finishing up with the last ring. We're not turning our work. Okay. Under. There we go. Let's close it. You're gonna get a tangle on your other work, but just go slow so it doesn't get too bad. You know, if you catch it on time, you won't have to unknot your work. Okay, so now we're gonna do another chain. So this is what we have so far. So we're gonna put our needle in front of our last ring that we just did and start making double stitches. We need 10. 1, 2, 3, 10. small picot, 10 double stitches. 1, 'kay. So I'm putting my needle in front of my last ring. And here's my tail. And I'm just gonna start pulling my needle very slow. I don't want it to get tangled. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little knot on the top of the chain. We're not reversing our work or anything. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Okay. Just like that. This is where we join, chain, our rings, another chain. Okay. So now we're gonna join. Actually, we missed something. We were supposed to reverse our work, but it's okay. Just flip it over. And all you have to do is go into the next middle picot of our flower. So you have your work over here, just like that. And we're gonna join to this one right here. Just like that. Okay. Okay, we need to do 10 double stitches. Picot, 10 double stitches. Okay. I'm done with the chain. I'm gonna tie a knot. I'm gonna reverse our work and tie the knot. Actually, no, we're not reversing our work. I'm sorry. We're not reversing our work. Sorry, I forgot. Let me just put my tail on the front. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna start with the ring. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Picot. and 3 more double stitches. Okay, close your ring. My work actually turned. Okay, close at the top, just a little knot, and we're not turning our work. Okay, so our next ring is gonna have 3 double stitches. Join to our picot. Four double stitches. Picot. 4 double stitches. Picot. 4 more double stitches. Let's close our ring. We're now reversing our work. Okay, we're gonna do 4 double stitches. Join. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Medium picot. Little bigger picot. Another medium picot. And 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Picot. And 4 double stitches. Okay, let's close our ring. We're not turning our work. Okay, next ring, 4 double stitches. Join. 4 double stitches. Picot. 4 double stitches. Picot. 4 double stitches. Actually 3 double stitches, sorry, made an extra one. Okay. We're now reversing our work. Okay. Need one more ring. 3 double stitches. Join. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Picot. 3 double stitches. Okay, let's close the ring. We're now reversing our work. Okay, one more chain. We need 10 double stitches. Picot, 10 double stitches. Okay. Finishing up the chain. And we say we are going to reverse the work with our second chain. And we're going to join. Okay, let me see that everything looks how it's supposed to. Okay, so we have okay. So our chains should be looking out like that. Right? And then we have our cluster on top. And then we have our other chain looking out. And then we're going to join to our next petal. Next you have my tail in front. I'm grabbing my tail actually. Let me do that again. Okay. Okay. So we have it like this. Now find your tail. should be in front. Okay. So you have it like this. This should be turned out. And we're gonna join to the next petal. Okay. So make sure you join in with a thread from your ball, okay? Because it can get confusing. Okay, so just checking that my work is looking the right way, it's not twisted. This one too. It's looking the right way. So now we join to our next petal. Okay, so we're joining to our next petal. Make sure the chain is right there next to it. And our needle, you're pulling it with this finger, making sure it's nice and not really tight, but just make sure it's right there. Okay, so now we're gonna start our next chain, which is 10 double stitches. A picot, 10 more double stitches, 1, 2, okay. Now let's pull it. Nice and slow, make sure we don't get any knots. Okay. We want our chain facing out, so you kind of turn it so it's facing out. I might be breaking some rules here, but this is the way I designed this snowflake. I'm sorry. So make a little knot at the top, and we're gonna start with our first ring, which is 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Second picot, 3 double stitches. One more picot, 3 double stitches. Okay. Close our ring, and we're not turning. Okay. I'm gonna make another knot. Have my scissors down here and my other snowflake, and they keep getting tangled. Okay, so got our chain in our first ring. And don't worry about it, when you stiffen it, you can make the stitches look whichever way you want to, so don't worry about it too much. 3 double stitches. Now let's join. 4 double stitches. picot, 4 double stitches, one more picot, and 4 more double stitches. Okay, let's close our ring. My dogs are not happy about something outside. Okay. Closing it. Make another little knot. Okay, and now we're gonna make the big ring. So we need 4 double stitches to start. Now we're gonna join. Okay, and then let me look at my notes. 3 double stitches. So 1, 2, 3, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, and I'm gonna need 3 different size picots. So medium picot, a little bit bigger than the medium picot, and another medium picot. So if your middle one is not that big, just pull it a little bit, and it will get a little bigger. Now we did 2 double stitch. We need 2 more for a total of 3. 2, 3, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches. Okay, so we have 3 picots over here, and only 2 over here because we joined 1 picot, remember? And if they're not the same size, just pull it. You'll make it the same size. Okay, let's close our ring. And remember, we are not turning, so. Okay. Let's make another little knot. Okay. Let's do our 4th ring. Oh, and you know what? No, it's okay. I think I was supposed to do, no, it's good. Did I do 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. I think I did 4. Yes, I think I was supposed to do 4. Okay. So if you cut that good, if you didn't, sorry, you're supposed to do 4 for our last double stitches on our big ring. But I think it will be okay. I'm gonna do 4, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna join. And if you don't, you see I have like a big gap right there where I joined. I made that picot too big. This one is not so big, so you can make the picots where you're gonna join a little smaller, so when you join, you won't have the big gap like me. If you like, if not, it looks fine. Unless you're a professional and you've been tatting for years, then you'll be able to tell. But if you're not, just keep going and remember to do it next time. So we have 4 double stitches. Need 4 more double stitches. Picot, 4 double stitches. Picot, and 3 double stitches. Okay, and we did 3 because our next ring is gonna have 3 double stitches. That's where I made the mistake right here. I should have 4 to match it up with my 4. But it's okay. Nobody will know. Except you guys. Okay, so we're closing our ring and we are not turning our work. Okay, a little knot. Good. Okay, we're starting another ring. 3 double stitches. Join. I made this one too big too, you see that? 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Okay, so now we close our ring. Okay, so now we're gonna do another chain, right, of 10 double stitches. Picot, 10 double stitches. Okay, now, sorry, I'm trying to untangle my thread. We're gonna push our needle and finish up our chain. And for this, I believe we are gonna reverse our work, right? We said at the second chain. Did we say we're reversing our work? No, we're not. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's been a long day. I just got off work, so no, we're not. We are not reversing our work. Sorry. So now we just make a little knot. Okay. And we have our flower down here. And it's probably easier for you to see your work because you're putting it down, and me, I have to hold it up. So I apologize if it's a little confusing, but I have to hold it up, so. Okay, so now we're gonna join to our second petal. And we have 3 more to do for a total of 6. So I'm gonna let you keep going, and I will meet you when you're done with this petal to do the last one. Okay, so I know some people were not happy because I stopped my videos ahead of time. instead of doing the whole project on the camera. And I apologize for that, but sometimes I really don't have time to sit and do it all in front of the camera. So what I do is take it with me, finish it up, and then I come back and videotape the rest. So let me know what you think, if you would like me to just keep going and do the whole project, like keep going, or it's a fine the way I've been doing it, which I cut it and then come back when I'm almost done with it, just to show you how to finish it up. Okay, so just keep on tatting and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I just finished with that chain. So I guess I just did one. So I guess I just took a break for one. I thought I was almost done. Okay, so we're gonna join to our next petal. Oops, come back. Okay. And let me get more thread. Let's do our next chain, which is 10 double stitches. Picot, 10 double stitches. Okay. Done with the chain. Let's do our first ring. 3 double stitches. Oh, I have some beads up here. 1, 2, 3, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches. Let's close our ring. We're not turning, we're not reversing. Second ring, 3 double stitches, join, 4 double stitches, picot, 4 double stitches, picot, 4 double stitches. Actually, I'm gonna make that smaller. Small picot and 4 double stitches. Okay, let's close the ring. Little knot. Okay, now we're doing the big ring. 4 double stitches, join, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, picot. I did 4, huh? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I did 4. Sorry. It's 3. Okay. Now 3 more double stitches. Let me pull my picot. It's not really that big. Okay, so 3 double stitches. We got 1, 2, 3, 3 picots, medium, a little bit bigger, and medium. Okay, let me get more thread. 3 double stitches. We got 1, 2, 3 picot, 3 double stitches, picot, and 4 double stitches. No, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last picot. Now 4 double stitches. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Gonna close the ring. Make a little knot. Okay, 4 ring, 4 double stitches. Join. 4 double stitches. Picot, 4 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Good. I'm going to close the ring. We're now reversing our work. I'm going to do the last ring of our cluster. 3 double stitches. Join. 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches. Okay, closing our ring. And by this point, you guys should be experts now on how to make this cluster. Because this is our 5th cluster already, so I hope I'm not going too fast for you. Okay, now we're doing 10 double stitches for our chain. 1, 2, 3. Let me get more thread and push my beads down that I'm not using. And I actually got a little knot under my beads. There. Let me push them down. Okay. Oh. I have such a small space to work with when I videotape, so everything gets tangled and remove my needles. Okay, so picot, and now 10 double stitches, 2, okay, 10. And let me see, I got my work tangle. Okay. Sorry about that, but my tail is getting everywhere. Okay. So I'm putting my needle in front of my last ring. That way I know which way my chain is gonna look. Okay. So then now we're just gonna close on top of the chain, just like that. And guess what? I skipped one petal. Okay, you do not do that, okay? But I'm still gonna finish it for you. So just pretend I did not skip it, and we're at our last, we did our last cluster with our chain, just like this, right? So the way we're gonna join, sorry, my tail is the wrong place. Okay. So I'm gonna have to undo all these stitches so I can go back and do that one that I missed. Okay. But you get that idea, right? Okay, good. Okay, so now we have this right here, our first chain that we did. And here's our petal. And we want to have our tail in the front, which my tail keeps having a mind of its own. Like I said, it's going to be easier for you to join because you're going to have your work on the table. I cannot do that. It's a little harder because I'm holding my work up. But what you're going to do is you're going to go right there, right in the first double stitch that we did. So you're just gonna go right on top of that picot and right underneath that chain, well, that double stitch. So you're just gonna push your needle through there and pull until it gets there. And all you're gonna do is make a little knot on top, make sure it's secure. You can make another one. I'm not, because I want to undo it and redo it again. And then you weave in your tails through your chains. And you have a snowflake. Let me show you the one that is finished. And I will have a picture of it in my thumbprint so you know. Thumbnail, I'm sorry, thumbprint. I'm sorry. So so you gotta go into each petal, okay? Don't make the mistake I did. And I'm gonna put a link on how to start your work on that description box. I will add it there. I hope I did not confuse you, but I hope you enjoyed this video, even though I skip a petal. But I think that you will be able to get it because we did most of them together. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. My new subscribers, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and you will get up. I try to upload a video once a month. So every time, if you subscribe, every time I upload a video, you will get an email with my new videos. So, okay, thank you guys for watching. Happy tatting.